We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Investigar. Otras colonias.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Autoridad de Shepard.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Posibilidades de éxito.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Haced lo que sea necesario.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Disparen primero, disparen después. Pero siempre disparen. ¿Y qué pasa? ¿No tenemos el Mako? ¿No vamos a poder hacer prospección de minerales? Tal vez sea un planeta rico en paladio. Necesitamos ese paladio. Rebeldía 2. Nuevas armas. Cerberus ha suministrado armas adicionales. Qué bien, qué generosos. ¿Tienen puntos para subir ustedes? A ver. Sí, tenían bastante.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Se le va a enfriar el café a alguno. Misteriosamente tranquilo.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Busquemos cosas en los rincones. Paladio, tiene que haber paladio en alguna parte. ¿Sí? Chatarra. Hay créditos en la chatarra. Uy. Son los mismos mechas que estaban en la instalación de ustedes. ¡Ay! La madre. Uy, el perrito ese robótico va a dar problemas. ¿Alguno de ustedes sabe hacer esto también? Traerlo. No puedo dar. Otro de ese lado.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Oh no, alguien nos está observando cada paso que damos. ¿Y? ¿Qué mierda fue eso? Mostrar dirección del objetivo. Botiquín, dame. Un medicador, autoguardate por si tengo que derivar, sí. Bueno. Ok, ¿cómo era esta mierda? Sí. Así. 2000 créditos. En el bolsillo.
We've been spotted.
Un poco más de chatarra.
There we go.
Le saqué un bracito, no puede disparar. Despejado. ¿Qué carajo?
Stop right there.
Acuarianos.
You said you'd let me handle this. Wait. Shepard?
¿Sí?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down.
A vos te conozco.
Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
No quiero que me apunten.
Tali, Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Traza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit. Why would your old commander work for Cerberus?
Usan nuestros mismos insultos.
But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
Fue por la humanidad.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus.
I'm not trusting anyone, Praza. But we're going to need help searching the area. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
¿Crees que sigue con vida?
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Así que fue él. Ok, nosotros nos encargamos.
You should head back to your ship, Tali. We'll let you know when we find Vitor.
Like hell.
Anda a examinar
I'm not letting
motores.
Cerberus take over.
Neither am I, Praza. I don't want to fight you, Shepard. But I can't just let Cerberus handle this. Besides, we need to work together. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
¿Y por qué odias a Cerberus?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
¿De
That's not
verdad?
how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue
Solo
over who
negocio.
killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Olvídalo.
You expect us to do all the dirty work while you sneak in and grab Vitor? Not likely.
We're better equipped for a frontal assault than they are, Commander.
If we don't work together, we're not going to get past those mechs.
Ay,
We're moving out. If you want your answers, get to that warehouse.
ahí va mi libre albedrío.
The Quarians are an unexpected variable. They could help us, but I'd hope to keep an eye on them.
I bet they're saying the same thing about us.
Sí.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for
veo.
the warning. We'll take care of them.
Están volando ahí. ¿Qué se creen?
Incoming!
Sí. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Bien? Perdalo. Ah, esta mierda. Nunca fui muy bueno con esto. No. Ahora sí. Encima si fallas una vez, fuiste. Mala suerte.
Use overload on them.
Uy. Sobrecarga. ¿Alguien más tiene sobrecarga? Vos.
Here we go!
¿Se carga rápido? No. No tanto. Drones cohete. ¿Puedes cubrirte? Queda uno más. Ya está.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
Qué
We should have expected
impacientes.
this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Podemos y debemos. ¿Alguien más? No. Bueno, básicamente esto sigue siendo una misión tutorial. Ok. Una misión tutorial algo dolorosa. Hey.
Shotgun!
¿Ya está? No.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks.
Vamos tan rápido como podemos.
It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Órdenes de equipo. Bueno, ustedes van. Vos vas ahí.
Taking cover.
Y vos vas ahí.
Understood!
Take
Sí.
point, Shepard.
Espera que estoy mirando por última vez a ver si quedó alguna cosa. No seas impaciente. Abrí la puerta. Es un super mecha. Es una máquina de matar muy efectiva.
Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Y nosotros tampoco.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Y no lo autoguardé. Prohibido cagarla. A ver.
Overlord will take out their shields.
Sí. ¿Tienes algún ataque útil contra esto? ¿O no? A ver, dale con esto, ¿le puedes dar? No, creo que no. Bien. Ponete en posición y dale. Quita la cabeza. Listo. ¿Estás bien? Cosas. Baterías. Ah. Había baterías acá. Podía usar el lanzagranadas. Autoguardalo. ¡Ay, esta mierda! Bien. Sigamos. Iridio refinado. Dame.
This might be useful.
Munición para armas pesadas. ¿Sobrevivió alguno de los acuarianos? No. ¿Qué pasa acá?
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
¿No querés un poco de Medigel? Tengo un poco.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Se te acabaron los mechas.
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Habla de una vez.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of
¿Qué hago? Le
swarms.
disparo.
Mechs.
¿Qué hacer eso?
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
No estábamos aquí.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Mostrame.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Un recolector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Con un arma congeladora. Huida de Vitor.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
No les interesan los squarianos. Enjambres.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Recolectores.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Ahora ya tenemos
Maybe the
prueba de
elusive
video.
man can figure it out.
Sigue, Peter.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Es una pérdida de tiempo.
We finally find a witness, and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Debes unirte a nosotros, Tali.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
Peter se va con Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders.
Por los
Good luck
viejos
out there.
tiempos.
If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
No eran muchos.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
¿Y los datos de Peter?
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
¿Y quiénes son?
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
El relé de Omega-4.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Interés en los humanos.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Transacciones.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
El peligro es muy real.
The collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
De acuerdo.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Soy un espectro.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Tenía un buen equipo.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Kaiden.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Rex.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Dale, la vi
What about
recién.
Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Garrus.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Liara.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
No tiene importancia.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
Estaremos preparados.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
¿Y qué era la otra?
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
¿Huesitos de cebolla? ¿Qué pasa con mis
Hey,
ojos?
Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Y podés caminar ahora.
A lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone.
Desagradecidos.
Record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life. Let me fly. And
Son
there's this.
incomprendidos.
They only told me last night.
¿Qué? Oh. SR2. Es exactamente igual a la nave que perdimos, pero de otro color. Excelente.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Omaha. Normandía. Otra vez. Normandía SR2. Con el loguito de Cerberus. Ya no trabajamos para la alianza, no. Al carajo con la alianza de sistemas. ¿Qué pasa acá? ¿Quieren un discurso motivacional? Necesitamos más gente. ¿Y qué está pasando con mi cara? Mi cara se está desintegrando. No me reconstruiste bien, perra.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've
Estoy
been
vestida de
looking over the
fiesta.
dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega.
No quiero
We know the Collectors
salarianos.
use some type of advanced
Son muy
technology to
saladitos.
immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Esta es mi nave.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Las IA son peligrosas. Que no
Shut that
aprendimos
thing
nada
down. I don't want it on my
de
ship.
Terminator 3 y la rebelión de las maquinotas.
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Sí,
Your
eso.
distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Me alegra saberlo.
Now that we've established who's in charge, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Saludo. Mapa de la galaxia. Usa el mapa de la galaxia para elegir nuevos destinos para la Normandía. Terminal privada. Usa tu terminal para obtener actualizaciones del estado del pelotón. Arsenal. Selecciona aquí armas para el pelotón. Ascensor. Úsalo para acceder a las otras cubiertas de la Normandía. Alojamientos del capitán. Ve a tu camarota para personalizar tu apariencia. Laboratorio tecnológico. Consigue el profesor para investigar mejoras para el equipo del pelotón. Sí. Ok. ¿Eh? ¿Quién habla? ¿Qué es esto? Mensaje sin leer, a ver. Uy, mierda, tengo un montón. Almirante Anderson, si por casualidad los rumores son ciertos y sigues con vida, necesito que vengas a hablar conmigo a la Ciudadela. Han cambiado muchas cosas en los últimos 2 años. Gracias a ti estamos en el Consejo y es justo que dispongas de una oportunidad para defenderte de lo que hemos estado oyendo. ¿Qué estuviste oyendo? Hombre ilusorio, Shepard. Hemos alcanzado un trato con el veterano Said Massani. Puede que lo conozcas. Said ha participado en algunas de las operaciones militares más conocidas y no tan conocidas en los sistemas de Terminus. Tiene fama de cazarrecompensas despiadado y sangriento. Pensé que necesitarías a un hombre con estas características en tu misión, así que he conseguido que se una a ti. Lo encontrarás en Omega, donde se está ocupando de su última recompensa. No te preocupes por sus honorarios, ya me he ocupado yo de eso personalmente. Proyecto Ascuas, comandante. Ha desaparecido la MSB Rosalie, una nave de exploración relacionada con Cerberus. El equipo de exploración estaba probando sobre el terreno un nuevo prototipo, el vehículo Hammerhead de exploración planetaria. Además, los doctores Manuel Kaise y Robert Oloy se encontraban en la MSB Rosalie investigando para nosotros. Debemos encontrar la nave, el equipo de exploración y los doctores. La MSB Rosalie fue vista por última vez cerca del planeta Seona, sistema de lista, frontera de Ismar. El almirante Hackett manda: nuestro análisis del sistema de Amada ha revelado algo que nos gustaría que miraras, el lugar donde se estrelló la SSB Normandía. Creemos que esta noticia será importante para ti, pero también tenemos otro motivo. A la Alianza le gustaría honrar a dicha nave con un monumento que se erigirá en su lugar de descanso. Nos gustaría que fueras tú quien pusiera y fueras la primera persona que pisara el lugar. Aún quedan 20 tripulantes sin localizar tras el ataque de los recolectores contra la Normandía. Si encuentras algún rastro de ellos, te rogamos que informes a la Alianza para que las familias de estos héroes sepan a qué atenerse. Date prisa, comandante. Nuestros técnicos de armaduras han pensado que quizás no quieras ir ahí enseñando la cara. ¿Cómo que no? Te han enviado una capucha que Cerberus da a sus agentes secretos. Tiene funciones de micro CPU adicionales que quizás te gusten. La capucha está en tu camarote. Uno de nuestros grupos se acaba de desconectar de la red sin motivo aparente. En el proyecto Overlord se ha estado experimentando con tecnología de gran volatilidad y quiero que lo investigues. Su trabajo está dividido en numerosas categorías, tanto que no puedo divulgar detalles de la operación por este canal. Encontrarás más detalles en el planeta AITE Sistema Typhon en el agrupamiento Phoenix. Por favor, encárgate del asunto con discreción. Hace poco se produjo un incidente con los Geth en uno de nuestros puestos avanzados del confín esquiliano. No te preocupes, no voy a enviarte a cazar nada. Nuestros agentes libraron una batalla contra un grupo de exploradores Geth con gran éxito y atribuyen el mismo a un nuevo y avanzado dispositivo de ataque eléctrico que definitivamente permitiremos sacar del laboratorio. Como tu unidad está ahora recuperándose y descansando, he pensado que deberías custodiar el arma mientras tanto. Con gran esfuerzo y a un elevado coste hemos localizado a la maestra ladrona Kazumi Goto y la hemos convencido para que trabaje contigo. Muy pocas personas la conocen y aún menos pueden asegurar que la han visto en persona. Nadie la supera en sigilo y capacidad de infiltración y sus habilidades tendrán un valor incalculable para tu misión. Viaja al distrito de Sakura en la Ciudadela. Allí encontrarás una terminal publicitaria especial, distinta a todas las demás. Introduce la contraseña al silencio Zoro para iniciar el encuentro. Hola, comandante Shepard, gracias por enviar la documentación médica actualizada. Hemos cambiado su estado de fallecido a vivo. Tras deducir los modestos costes administrativos para cerrar el expediente, el consiguiente cambio de estado y la reactivación de su cuenta, su saldo restante es de 100.000 créditos. Gracias por elegir a Servicios Financieros de Ascensión para sus gestiones bancarias. Es un placer trabajar para usted. ¿Quiere proteger sus mayores activos? Encontraremos la mejor tarifa y las coberturas que necesite para su seguro de vida. Conteste hoy mismo para obtener un presupuesto gratis. Ay, mierda, que había un montón de mierda para leer. ¿Qué es esto? Las mejoras refuerzan los poderes de los miembros de tu pelotón, tu arma y tu nave, facilitando de esta forma el éxito de las misiones. Adquieres nuevas mejoras encontrándolas en las misiones, comprándolas en las tiendas o desarrollándolas con la terminal de investigación. Ok. Estado del equipo. Bueno. Asistente Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
No necesito ayuda.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Vamos a charlar.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
¿A qué te dedicas?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Eso es todo.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
¿Eres una asesora?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Mantén las distancias.
I don't need you analyzing me, yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
Charlemos un poco
Do you have a
más.
moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
¿Y estás contenta aquí?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
¿Y qué piensas de Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
¿Cerberus odia a los aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Te olvidaste de los Krogan. Qué inocente eres.
You're fooling yourself if you believe Cerberus is noble.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope time will change your mind. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Nope.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Ok. Y el navegante Presley, ay no, está muerto. A ver, todos están trabajando, todos están haciendo algo. Más les vale. Controles, ¿dónde? ¿Dónde están los controles? Sí. Controles de vuelo. Control de persiana.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Muy bueno para ser cierto.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Yes, Shepard.
¿Y qué es esta sala?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Háblame de ti.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
El bromista y vos.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
¿Tu nombre?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
¿Tu posición?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
¿Tu trabajo?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Ciberguerra.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Impresionante.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Me pregunto por
Might have
qué.
something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
¿Y qué sistemas de vigilancia?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
¿Funciones adicionales?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Cambiemos de tema.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Háblame de Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Recursos.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Un bloqueo.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
¿Estás programada para mentir? ¿Estructura de Cerberus?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
¿Y cuántas celdas hay?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Construcción de la Normandía.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Adiós.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Voy a ver qué más tenemos para hablar. Me parece que es un poco más grande que antes esta nave. Antes era todo más compacto. ¿Alguien acá? Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
Es una misión peligrosa.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Las acciones de Cerberus.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Aprecio tu franqueza.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Hablemos un poco más.
Commander, can I help you with something?
A ver, opinión sobre la misión.
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
Opinión sobre la tripulación.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
Servicio tras la alianza.
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? Good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Bien hecho.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
¿Serás mi nuevo interés romántico? Hasta que Kaidan diga lo contrario. Carajo.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Parece útil.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
Cuántico.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum
Me
bits.
estás hablando en griego. Adiós.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
No entendí absolutamente nada. Ahorita mierda. ¿Alguien más con quien hablar?
Commander, you received a new message at your private terminal.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Ah, qué bien. ¿Dijiste que me mandaron mensaje? A ver. No me mandaron nada. ¿Qué carajo estás diciendo vos?
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
¿Y eso? Baño de señores. Todo parece en orden. Baño de caballeros.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
¿Ah, sí? Estaba examinando a ver si estaba bien. ver si está bien limpio. Parece que...
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Señor Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Responsabilidades.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Conserje y cocinero.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Opinión sobre Cerberus.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Unirse a Cerberus.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
¿Necesitas algo?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
¿Y en qué puedo ayudarte?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Ya me lo diste.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Nope.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Porque esto está cerrado. No se puede ir acá.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Bien. Doctora Chakwas.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Me alegro de verte.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Abandono de la Alianza.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
¿Necesitas volar?
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Unirse a Cerberus.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race.
Siempre
I have
fiel.
faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Opciones de supervivencia.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
¿Y necesitas algo?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Te conseguiré otra.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Adiós.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Y es una misión secundaria. A ver quién está acá. Así que son tus camarotes, ¿eh? ¿Cuántas almohadas tenés ahí? Bueno.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Estado de la Normandía.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
¿Y qué haces por aquí?
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
¿Podemos hablar?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Objetivos de Cerberus.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
¿Y quién está al mando?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
¿Y qué es Cerberus?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Recursos de Cerberus.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Sin presiones, sí. Hombre ilusorio.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special.
Es fumador y tiene ojos biónicos.
I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests
Y probablemente es
that
malvado.
includes you and me.
¿Y qué te hace pensar eso?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Quiero saber más acerca de ti.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
¿Modificaciones genéticas?
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Así que eres perfecta.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Eres arrogante.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Okay.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
A ver quién más me falta. Ingeniero Donnelly.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Despertad.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Vuestra formación.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Pero dejaste la Alianza.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Ingreso de Ken en Cerberus.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Hey. Ingreso de Gabby en Cerberus.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Y a ver, opinión sobre Cerberus.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
¿Y necesitan algo?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
¿Cuál es el problema?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
¿Y por qué no los tienes?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Lo voy a conseguir ya. De mi
Will do,
platita.
Commander.
Ay.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.